Swinging back in favour of the Ottawa Charge. I mean, you get to have all your playoff games at Canadian Tire Centre, and we've already covered that on the last episode, so go check that out. You know, I don't say. But not only that, you now get Carla McLeod back. That is incredible. Because it only feels like not that long ago that the team was saying she's going to be taking indefinite leave to focus on her treatment. And in fact, we can now confirm what my donation needs to be. We can now confirm that. Okay? So obviously, regular season's now done. So I basically owe the Ottawa Charge. Right, ready? Wait for it. Okay. I owe you a charge. £71. Because I was going to do it £1 per every goal. So I basically owe you a charge £71. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Right. That's fine. Can deal with that. Yeah, because I said I was going to donate to the. Well, I'm going to find a breast cancer charity here in the UK, which I'm going to donate to on Carla's behalf. And I said I was going to do a goal. For every goal the Ottawa Charge scored, I will donate £1. So that means I've got to go give £71 to a breast cancer charity here in the UK, which I'll do at some point. The summer. Right, okay. So I was not expecting Carla to come back. When the team said, we did do a very short episode on that, because I wanted obviously to be mindful, respectful of the situation. But when that was announced, I looked at it and thought, oh, right, that's her done for the rest of the season. I didn't think that she would then be coming back, for the rest of the season. At that point, it still wasn't certain if the Charge were going to make playoffs. They had their own fate in their hands. That kind of it. But you didn't know for certain if Ottawa was going to get that last spot. It was still much of a dogfight between them and Tio. I'm also saying York, or York, you never really were in it. Let's be honest. Come on, guys. But we'll just say, just to humour them. We'll say, yeah, you were in the mix too. You were in the mix. What? I know maths is not my strong point, but I can work out where a team realistically is out. Okay? And that was the case, right? So yeah, so Haley Owens did very well as interim. So she, of course, will then just go back to being assistant coach. So that's not a problem. That's all fine. She's done very well to get that team into the house, so that's very good. But I wasn't sure that Carla McLeod would come back. I mean, obviously we don't really know where she is in her treatment, and as we all know, the World Cup playoffs can be a very, very stressful time, no matter who you are or what your position is in the league, whether it's coach, player, or supporter/advocate. Because let me tell you, last year's World Cup playoffs was absolutely stressful when we got to those playoffs. Because I've said it plenty of times, and Dreamland Season 2 is almost here, guys. It is nearly time. A few weeks ago, we got it all recorded. So Season 2 is done. It's gone. It's done. It's had its post-production. It's been scheduled for release. So Dreamland Season 2 is coming, and I'll say it now, just in case we didn't get to say it on that. That cup last year that we won, that easily could have been Ottawa's. Ottawa last year gave us a real good run from money. That series easily could have gone to 5 games. I know their fans didn't think it was going to go to 5. That easily could have gone to 5 games. It was always over 1 goal. All overtime. And obviously we did see the Ottawa Charge on the last ever trip. I would not have had a problem if any Charge fans wanted to come up to me, put it in and say, that should have been our cup. I would have had no problem with that. Because you're right, that could have been your cup. Okay? But at the end of the day, what happened happened. We won the cup. You got playoff MVP. So let's leave it at that. So I think with the Charge going into this year's playoffs, it really is going to feel like unfinished business to them. They're going to feel like, we got so close last year, let's go out there and get the job done. Let's go and get the job done, because we know we can do it. We got so close last year, let's go and do it. So to have your coach back is brilliant, but I just hope that the pressure and the stress of it all is not going to get to her. It isn't going to have an effect on her, because obviously we want her to be, fighting fit and everything. We wish her, of course, well on her treatment, and we'll see how it goes. The Charge, this is a huge boost, because they've got a tough series ahead for them. We now know that the Charge will be facing the Boston Fleet in the semi-finals of this year's World Cup playoffs. So that's gonna be a really tough series. I mean, Boston had a brilliant season this year. Unfortunately, their second half is what let them down, because you look at that second half. There's 1 or 2 losses there. If you could buy those into points, then we would not be in this situation, would we? And Ottawa might have been facing Montreal again. Because if I was Boston, I don't think I would be picking Ottawa. So we in Minnesota were always destined to get picked by the league champions this year. It's just unfortunate it was against Montreal. And oh God, we are recording this episode the day after the pick was made. When we got that call, which was about 1 a.m. in the morning here in the UK, obviously Purdy were just like, oh, to them it was like someone had just died. Because they've been saying they did not well play Montreal, but unfortunately, them's the breaks. No. And I actually do think Ottawa's got a good chance against Boston. I really do. I mean, Ottawa has won 3 of the 4 games of the series this year. At least 3 of those went beyond regulation. 2 of them required in fact, no, they all did, didn't they? Yes, they did. Yes, sorry. They did. They all went beyond regulation. 2 of them required a shoot, if I'm not mistaken, at least 2 of them, might have been 3, but at least 2 of them required a shootout. And then the last one was an OT result for Ottawa. Yes, remember now. Yeah, so all the games in this year's season 6 between Ottawa and Boston went beyond regulation. And at least 2 of them, might be 3, I can remember at least 2 did, went to a shootout. So, yeah, so if you're Boston, you're probably thinking, oh, well, thank God we've got home ice advantage, because we haven't done really great against this team this year, have we? Remember one of those games, Megan Keller got shipped out Saturday Night Live with either us and up. So, yeah, that's going to be something. Yeah, so it's really good that Ottawa's got their coach back. It's really good news for them. It's getting Carla back. It's going to do so much good. You're going to have momentum. Because you can just tell the last few games they have been really playing for her. They want to do well for her. It's not been easy for Ottawa this season. What happened when obviously that diagnosis got announced back in the end of November. It's been tough for them all season, knowing that's been on their shoulders. So for her to come back is great, because I didn't think she was going to come back at all. And I wouldn't have blamed her if she chose to sat out the remainder of the whole season and then see how she's feeling going into the start of 26-27. I easily could have seen that happening and wouldn't have blamed her if that was the route that she wanted to take. Because the team wants her to do well, they want her to get better, they want to do what's right for her and for her family, things like that. So, yeah. So this is really great news. I was not expecting this at all. That is really good for Ottawa. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how it happens there. But I do think Ottawa's got a really good chance, actually, in this semi-finals. I know I should not be praising them. So I literally had a go at me every time I kept trying to say this. But I think what Montreal's done is a smart tactic. Okay. Yes, they picked us. And he didn't go down saying, stop praising them! The poor thing! He's literally going out and he's like, stop praising them! It's a smart move! It's a smart move! It's a smart move. What Montreal does is a really smart move. You know, they picked us, so they've chosen to go against the 2-time defending World Cup champion. But by doing so, they've given off Boston a really tough opponent. And what it means that there's a chance we could see Montreal and Ottawa in the finals rather than Montreal and Boston. Because I know what you lot are thinking. I know what you lot are thinking. You're thinking, die, Frost, die! I've seen it on the socials. Don't try to deny it. Don't try to deny it. I know you guys hate us, but it's only because you wish you were us. That's what it is. That is what it is. The pitfalls of having the 18th to win the World Cup, okay? But what I say to you there is, don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay? If you don't like us winning the World Cup, then go and find the pieces you need to then take it off us. Okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Alright? That's what I have to say. Every year that Big Brother and traitors roll around in the US, there's always one bitter member of the cast. I'm like, don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay? Right? So, God. I mean, honestly, when all the last year's celebrity traitors was just ridiculous, because in their post-game, when they found out who they were all like, they just took it too personal. I'm like, guys, it's a game. Poor Paloma. She was like, these were some of my closest friends. I'm like, and oh, we're on the same label. I'm like, Paloma, I love your music, but it's a game. It's a game. Even Lucy Bubble didn't take it very well, and she sort of got seen him face to face. Like, come on, guys, it's a game. At least Tom Denny was like, oh, can I go back in? He wasn't much in that class, was he? But wait, no. That's what I say. So I know I've seen a lot of social media, a lot of people like, no, we don't want the Frost win again, but I just think, you're only saying that because you wish you were us. Okay? I know if I was in your position, I would be thinking, oh, I don't really want that team win again because they've already had it, you know? We want to go. Okay? So, it's just, as an emoji going to say, it's just jealousy. That's what it is right now. You just wish you were us. That's what it is. So I know going into these playoffs, which start on Thursday, I know a lot of people are thinking Boston, Minnesota, World Cup playoffs. And that would be an interesting matchup. It would be an interesting matchup. Especially if we had a really thrilling series, particularly the second half, because Boston had Montreal's number in the first half of the season, and since we went to TD Garden, it flipped. You could probably blame Edie Rosenau for that. It then flipped back into Montreal's there, and they won the last two. So that is actually quite a more evenly matched series than it was. That covered, but I could also easily see a situation where we have Montreal beat Ottawa because Boston has really struggled against Ottawa in the regular season, and if Ottawa can find out success again, then especially if it goes to overtime again, then you know, because overtime used to be Ottawa's kryptonite, and this season it's been the complete opposite. It's been like the other way around, which is really good for Ottawa. So they can if they can get that success again in the playoffs, that is going to be absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so apologies if you can hear that. I think we've got dog walkers Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that because it's been very fickle with the sound outside. A few bonfire nights we have had that sound pick up, so I don't know if you can hear that. So yeah, I think we've got dog walkers. It is nearly. I mean, what's it now? What is it now? Well, it's nearly 3 o'clock. So yeah, probably about dog walkers time. You know, when kids are coming back from school. You normally get then. You know, the dog walkers. You always see sort of time when the kids coming out from school. Yeah. So apologies. Jeez. We had the gardeners this morning. That was noisy as well. Yeah. So if you can hear that, I do apologise. It did just kind of put me off there. I was like, oh, what was that? It was very loud. Very loud. Yeah. So apologies if you heard that or not. There have been a few instances where some of the noise outside has actually picked up in here. Fireworks sample on that one time an ice cream ban. And Louis just rushed straight to the window. Oh, it was a picture. It was when we were recapping the Pittsburgh takeover game. So I've had iceberg with me. And at one point we had it, and Louis just went straight to the window and just backed his face to it. It was a picture. Yeah. So sorry about that. So I was saying, if Ottawa can replicate the success in overtime they've had in the regular season and the playoffs, then that's going to be a huge boost. Because let's face it, yes, they did win game 1 of the finals last year, but the other 3 all went our way because we are better suited to overtime than Ottawa was last year. This time round, though, I don't know. I mean, if we were to face Ottawa again in the finals this year, and we had overtime, I think they would do a lot better than they did this time last year. So, yeah. So I think with Montreal, what they've done is smart because it might make their path to the World Cup a lot more easier. But we will see. We will see. Remember, the higher seed has yet to win a playoff series in 2 years of the World Cup playoffs. So if you guys think you've worked it out, it's gonna be Boston and Montreal in the finals, then can I gently urge you to think again. Think again. It might not be that straightforward. Okay? Think again. This is why we don't do brackets. This is why we don't do predictions, because they just didn't go out the window when the games get played. Okay? And I think some brackets in the answer are about to get smashed thanks to a certain little ducky. TikTok, Hunter! TikTok! Get ready to wave goodbye to Carla McDavid as he goes to a team that could give him a Stanley Cup. TikTok! TikTok! The bell is tolling! It tolls the D Oilers! He's going. He'll be gone. He'll be gone. And you will get no sympathy from me when he does win it with a different team and you guys go, it should be us! Yeah, well, had your chance. You had 10 years with him and you've done nothing. Nothing! Anyway. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling some people's brackets in the answer are about to get well and truly smashed. Anyway, anyway, so just to be sure, because I've got a bit off topic, so you can't know where else time to go, isn't it, when you go off piste? This is great news for the Ottawa Charge, and it couldn't have come at a better time. You're about to go into the World Cup playoffs. You're going to be seen as the underdog in that series, which is a bit strange, because obviously, Ottawa this time last year went to the finals. So, why would they be seen as an underdog? Just because they were the 4th seed? No. Because let's face it, Boston had an incredible season this year. But against Ottawa, they actually are vulnerable. Whereas you do wonder if Montreal picked Ottawa to go for the vengeance of what happened last year, would Boston feel a bit more secure going up against us? I don't know. I know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's about to go whole interesting. It's about to go whole interesting. But for the Charge, this could not have come at a better time. It really couldn't. So, really great news there, and really great that Carla's going to be behind that bench, you know, for the playoffs. I think I did say on the last episode when we were talking about them going to CTC, I did say I really hope the Charge get to go to the finals now, because, you know, how great would that be to have the World Cup finals at CTC? I mean, I don't think that, and oh my god, the sun's gonna kill me. Sorry, I don't want this to come across as if I'm having a go at the Searchers, but especially if you've only just been knocked out the first round this past weekend. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I don't think CTC's ever had a championship game before there. So, in fact, we can look it up. I know, I'm sorry to do it. Honestly, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm gonna do it. I need to know for myself. I'm not. Okay, just feed my curiosity here, guys, and then we'll go. When the Canadian Tire Centre open. Let's see. Oh, I know this is so naughty. You haven't worked out by now, guys. I am wicked. Just in case you're wondering. So, oh, okay, right, so, right, so Canadian Tire Centre opened in 1996, okay, so it has held a championship game, so obviously, Daki won in 2007. So it's been quite a while, Ottawa, though, since Canadian Tire has had a championship series. So that would be really good if they can do that. Yeah, but it's really great that Carla's going to be back behind that bench. Really good. So, but Ottawa, this news could not have come at a more better time. You know, as they're about to take on a really tough series. But I do think Ottawa can do it. I do think Ottawa could do it. I do think Ottawa could beat Boston. So we'll see what happens. No, but it's great news that Carla is going to be back behind that bench for Ottawa. So we're going to do that. We'll do that. So thank you for joining us. Until next time, guys. Take care.